That and more is what we're going to be discussing with Mr. Pradeep Bakshi, the Managing Director and CEO of Voltas, who's also joining us after coming out with the fourth quarter numbers, where we have seen, as has been the trend across India Inc., margins being squeezed out thanks to rising inflation. So, Bakshi, thank you so much for joining us live today on the market. Now, after 2 washout years, that of course includes the coronavirus peaking out, the strictest lockdown on this planet, what is the demand situation looking like? Yes, we have a heat wave on. Indians are traveling, so no summer holidays, maybe as much addicted to the screen. But with the heat wave on and Mengai, what is it doing to demand?
We have witnessed exceptionally hot and humid summer in 22 so far, with an ever-growing demand for the cooling products, especially the air conditioners and refrigerators. In April 22, Voltas has witnessed high triple-digit growth, which is about 170%. And even in March also, the sales were very brisk. Not only the air conditioners, but even our commercial refrigeration products also grew by 125%. So this has been unprecedented, sales period for us, and we have been doing very well in the last, 2.5, 3 months, right from March until uh, this mid-May, and in fact, I would say that all product categories have been doing well for us, and market share, as far as market share question is concerned, we have been market leaders for more than a decade now. And on an annualized basis, if you look at our market share has been hovering more than 25% all along for almost a decade, except for the last, in the, as of March, and our market shares have, slightly slid to about 23.8% or so. So that's a bit of a, market share, because, many new entrants have been entering into the, fray, and therefore market shares become a bit fragmented at times. So that is the only reason, but otherwise all along we've been doing well. You can see our leadership position in window category. You can see our leadership position on split category, both on MBO front, multi-brand outlet, as well as multi-brand and exclusive outlet. Put together, entire universe, if you look at, we've been doing well.
Actually, in the first week of May, when you had come out with your earnings, the markets had been disappointed. I remember the stock fell intra-trade 10%. Disappointed with the bottom line, disappointed with the margins. Going forward for the new financial year, against this backdrop of Mengai, what can the street, your shareholders, analyst community expect when it comes to margins? And will you be doing more price hikes?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, the industry has already been subject to multiple, rounds of price hikes during the last fiscal, and due to the, increased cost of inputs over the last 1 year in all, commodities. If you look at all metals and all, including the plastic, whatever it takes in making of the AC, everything is gone up drastically. Besides price hikes, we have already borne a significant part of a slight price hike. Of course, we had passed on, but besides that, we have done a lot of value engineering in curbing the input cost inflation without burdening the customer, and have also carried out value engineering, as I said, to make sure that price hikes do not deter customers from buying our cooling appliances. That has been our endeavor all along, and hence we have introduced various consumer offers besides this, including easy EMI offers, etc. A lot of, freebies we've been offering to, attract the customers, so that, they can get benefit of our products during this harsher summers. That is what we have been doing. But yes, part of the inflation, inflationary cost has been passed on, but majority has been either absorbed by us through the value engineering, or the other means we have, passed on to the consumer.
Do you see demand in terms of moving, and what is the percentage there right now in terms of how things could move as the cost of inflation moves up? Would you looking at some price hike?
Less than 10%, has been passed on. If you look at, most of the commodities have gone up by 60 to 70%. And it would have been very harsher on our part in case we pass on the entire, and put together on the entire AC, if you look at, the costs have gone up by 30 to 35%. And It is not possible. So therefore, what we did is the basic, advice to the team was to continue to carry out value engineering to bring down the cost so that, we can make our products all the time affordable and competitive in the marketplace so that, consumers can take. We being the, leading brand, our endeavor has always been to continue to offer best in class products at an, competitive prices. So we've continued in that side, but yes, less than 10% has been passed on so far.
This time you missed your annual guidance for FY22. What is the target for FY23?
You see, if you look at our financial 22, which has just ended, we had, kept ourselves on a target of achieving 8,000 crores. And we've been able to manage to cross almost 8,200 crores of revenue during the year. And coming back to the, financial 23, we have been gunning for a growth of about 20%. And we are most likely to cross a 10,000, crores mark in this year. That's what we have been aiming at. Our sales are higher than the industry benchmarks, majority of the markets, and this can be attributed to the large and strong distribution presence which we have across, length and breadth of our, Indian geography. Voltas has the highest distribution network, as I said, is more than 25,000 outlets. We have touch points which are selling and offering our products and services to the consumers. We've also achieved a formidable lead across all other businesses, commercial refrigeration, commercial air conditioning, domestic and international projects businesses, as well as, latest, launch of our Voltas Beko home appliances. That is what we have been doing. We've sold more than 2 million, appliances, home appliances under Voltas Beko brand during this period.
And finally, how has the joint venture with Boltback been faring out so far? Is it going to be profitable this year?
You see, this is a category which we have, and we are a bit late entered into this, and our growth trajectory is very steep in this a particular product category, both refrigerator and washing machines. If you look at, there are not very many players in this category, especially on the refrigerator front. And we see there's a big opportunity for our brand. Our brand has been accepted well. Our products have been accepted well over the last, 3 years, ever since we've introduced our products to our consumer. They've been doing very well, most of the products. And there is a great demand, from all sectors across, regions. There's a great demand for our products. So I think, this particular category is very promising. And, Voltas is, poised for a big growth, both on air conditioning because of low penetration and, also Make in India, as government has been pushing. We have been, committing large spends in manufacturing setups for both Voltas air conditioners as well as commercial refrigeration and also our refrigerator and washing machine. We already have 4 plants, and we are in the process of setting up another large plant down south, where we've been spending almost 1,000 crores of investment. A big land parcel is, in the offing. And even on the PLI front, as you know, that we have committed ourselves for a spend of about 454 crores, including the manufacturing of compressors. So since, there is a dearth of component manufacturing in India, we being the leaders in this category, we have taken, the plunge into committing ourselves for a large spend in setting up, the backward integration for this category as well.
Thank you so much for sharing with us the growth outlook for Voltas, the price hikes, as well as the overall demand environment and, of course, inflationary concerns.